Go live. Boom. Let me briefly get to my events tab. And get the server password. Oh, I can't tell the password, but the password is funny. Relating to the fact that we will have here wet weather race. Yeah. That is fun, for sure. So. Let's launch ACC this way. Controllers. So. I should have probably charged them, honestly, because they're empty, basically. Hello, would you kindly display my controller? They're just about full enough so I can switch my overlay. This. And it grabbed the correct window immediately. That's how we want it. So, but you guys really need to be charged. I will do that. I need to think of that. Someone remind me that I need to charge my controllers later. I ran them nearly empty last night, but not quite. I forgot to charge them. But they were just about enough. Like, just a couple of percentile left. So, enter server password. Typing. Control V. Connect. And here we are. With high optimum. Well, thanks for the recommendation. I really appreciate that. Right. Oh, my foot cam has decided to go off again. Why are you not working? The thing seems it disconnected earlier when I briefly set it up. Let's see. Did you connect again? Yep. Good. Oh, come on, why are you not going back in? So. Set that up. Now I have a working pedal cam again. That's good. See how screeching today? Yeah. It's very screechy. Yeah. Good, I have a mouse pointer. Very nice. Okay. Oh well. Okay. So we will just load the wet preset and we'll just try out the wet preset. I have done wet driving in this game. I've done a competition race once in the wet. Actually, where's my windshield wiper? Good question. There's no windshield wiper. Yay, windshield wiper. Should perhaps start the engine. And the pit lane looks flooded completely. Thing is, there will be a mandatory pit stop as well during the race, so it'll be interesting to find out. I think the ideal pressure is like under 30. Because it seems my pressures are slightly high. The car's responding really well, honestly. I feel like the TC is interacting here too much. Holy shit! It was maxed! But yeah, the TC was completely stalling me effectively there in those corners. No wonder I'm not feeling anything because, well, this so. Though I don't see the traction control lights flickering that much. Well, does this turn it down to like 6? Gee! That was braking on the curbing. Ah, that was faint for flight off the circuit. But yeah, those pressures are way too fucking high. Gee. They're way high. There's a lot of there's only like 6-7 people who have set a lap in total. So let's drop like 2 PSI out of these tires. In these current conditions like that, that's way too much for the wet tire. Yeah, we're going white compound. We're going on the type 1 brakes, we're not going to heat. Closing the brake ducts even further because the brake disc really won't get up to temps. Yeah, the reason why this actually arrives decently on the set is because the brake bias is immediately massively rewards. Depends what car actually fucking responds at all. Because usually that's a massive issue in this game, that the car's just set up way too far forward brake bias with this game usually. So let's just touch these things. ABS 1 click down, TC 5 clicks down. Actually, what does this chart recommend again? On a rubber didn't track it, you should use 1 or 2 TC up to like and 7 and 8 is for fully wet. It's like my shot goes up to 11. What the hell am I supposed to do here? Instructions unclear. Killed the operator. Let's see if I actually put together a lap this time around and not just return back to. I need to try like perhaps driving dry tires on this track. just see how the car responds to that. I think still like using a wet preset for this is probably the best idea, instead of using a dry preset. Because the car will probably handle better on these. Because you still need the wet preset even on the dry compound tires for these conditions. Thing is, I've never driven this track in the GT4, so it's like... I think I've tried it in the wet. Ooh!
Got some light damage on the front of the car. Yellow flag in sector 2.
Everybody just gave plow into me. That didn't work. What else was there? Like, try using less. Yeah, I know. Using less wing. I know. It's like I'm going fucking crazy or something. This is just like I make totally sense with these decisions. What will be fun is that I'm not getting any blue flags for you. I'm not particularly moving over.
Car on the right.
Oh fuck!
Clear on the right.
It's my bad. Did he spin? No, he didn't. Good. At some point I have to also get going. And funny, collision with car 197. I'm for 98. Coincidence? I don't think so. Yeah, because my KTM is 198. Because 98 is used by my BMW M6 GT3. The same livery. And 981 is used by the Porsche Cup variant of this car. I don't know what I have on the Maserati actually. I mean, at some point I just threw a couple of liveries together in the ACC livery editor. A couple of pink liveries. I don't know why it doesn't want to carry over my driving suit into a multiplayer for some reason. Because I have set it up with and everything, it just doesn't want to be in multiplayer for some reason. I don't know why, but it just doesn't want to, so I haven't bothered like more than a couple of minutes of that shit. Oh god. Cups are so murderous in these conditions. I honestly don't know what to expect of this race at all. Like I'm a seasoned driver, that's for sure. And I've raced in the wet in the past in RF2. It's just I mean, look at the Beamer just absolutely murderizing me here. Like, he was even fast in the S section there. It's like, bruh. What the fuck is this shit?
Yellow flag in sector 1.
At least the wet tires are actually having temperature in them. Because this KTM usually has the— oh fuck!
There's some light damage at the left.
What was that car? Come on! Like, I'm tiptoeing this shit and it's just like, hey, you wanna fucking be thrown into a barrier? Like, no. Well, fuck you. That's basically a car react sort of one. I have 11 minutes and I don't even have a lap in. Bruh. I don't even want to touch like the dry tires right now. I have no clue. It's like— I'm usually experienced enough in wet to want to say earlier. It's like I'm usually experienced enough to just be able to passively then gain positions. It's just I'm not quite sure about that Shiva. In this case.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
Oh, that's GT3. I didn't notice I didn't turn the rain light on. But I mean, the spray isn't actually that bad. It should be way worse than it is right now. Where's my rain light again? There it is. It's my rain light button.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
And turn the basic bitch headlights on. Not the high beams, just the basic bitch headlights as well. So I have the visibility angles covered. The thing is, under usual conditions already in a dry, I'm someone who uses a lot of curbing. Not on entry usually, on the exits in mid corner. Oh god. Understeer. That's track limit for sure. But yeah, I'm usually already someone who's flirting with the curbing. And in the wet they're not getting better in ACC for sure. kind of want to try out the dry tires briefly. Qualifying will be so interesting in these conditions.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Okay. Quali in 5 minutes, so when fastness test that, it's 4 minutes. Why am I getting a hefty headache right now?
Yellow flag, be careful there.
I'm starting to get a really bad headache. It really hurts right now. Ah! I can yell how it hurts for some reason. Body, why the fuck? Hey, come on. No. Good. So, I mean, the lap was obviously not valid because of my T1 exploits. And part of the issue that I have with practice sessions. They should make it like races where you just get counted at least. Or at least tell you that you violated the track limits, for crying out loud. And just make the number red because I don't have the number. Because I don't need that display. With my car provide, I can use these in-game dashes to get my deltas. A little bit early braking. I mean, the thing is, this car feels fine, I would say, in these conditions right now. Car feels fine. I can drive it. It's a bit too understeer for my taste in T1. It probably isn't much better on the dry there. I should have probably practiced a bit in the dry to get a feeling for this track, instead of just jumping on it in the wet, because you can't push as hard in the wet, you can't. Should avoid really the inside curves of like.
Well done, mate. That's all best.
It's like PL 3 seconds off the pace right now in GT4. It's a bit. Oof, oh, that's smooth for flying off the circuit like that. Hello, would you kindly just stop? He's like, stop! I'm standing on the brake pedal and it's just not stopping, for fuck's sake. We're going on to dry sets. Yes, I'm mildly insane. Let me have that one. Yeah, I know, wet tires optimum. Okay, we have a slight problem because I put too much pressure for dry tires on the car, but like, we'll just roll with this, because this will probably anyways end spectacularly. Oh. I haven't spun yet. Okay. Considering how usually dry tires in wet conditions end. Honestly, the grip is good. I might have to go under dries. Though the time delta isn't looking decent. Like it's very, 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 very red. And the tire does not seem to build any amount of temperature. Like, tire's absolutely not getting warm. I cannot use these dry tires because they... I mean, the pressures are wrong, but it's just... They are not building temperature at all. In these conditions. They're completely ice cold. Falling session. Okay, qualifying now. We burn... I have to obviously switch back to the wets because the dries were not getting up to temps. Right. What else do we have left here? 2.8, it's like 12 liters leaves us with like 4 laps running. That's more than enough. I'm on wet. Yeah, I'm wet. Good. I should ring something because my ah, fuck! My drink is all the way over there. Let me just briefly pull over. I need to grab something. Shifter. Go ahead. Where can I put my drink down? Do I have right now a gap behind? Ah, there's a car not too far back behind me. I'll just put it on the floor. And hope my it's cable doesn't knock it over or something like that. Ah, that's that guy. I'll probably leave it by. Why is this like... Why is this like headache so fucking weird? It's like a really... I mean, the positioning means it's migraine, but like... Fuck, I'm used to migraines and shit. Let you buy because you're usually a quicker driver than me. Ooh. That's a very nice turn. Can I switch to a different wiper mode? Yep, I can turn the wiper up. Oh god! That's the essential. I pulled it up. Not gonna be the fastest lap, but hey, it's the first one. And I'm closing on wear, which is weird. Oh god, more understeer suddenly. Got into the curbing and the car just went straight. That's usually what the fuck you want. Is usually it tries to spin you out and not just send you straight over. This section I seem to be very slow. Obviously I'm faster through cops, maggots and packets till Chapel than him, but like I was faster than till Stowe. But here in this section, second half of the lap, I'm completely falling away from him, which is interesting. Maybe his tires got up to pressure or something, and he now suddenly has grip. Will not next lap shoot for a good lap.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Really nice rotation.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Wasn't ideal. Hello. I'm used to like that line with the beam of like going fourth, third, and the second, and to exit. When did I last drive this circuit? I think it was an ACC with the beamer. I don't know. Actually, no, I've raced it in. Since then in R-Factor 2 in VC. Not VC, in BMG, actually. Oh, I hate that corner. I think I hate it even in the drive, but like, the wet's not getting better. Come on, rotate. Where the fuck is the braking point for that corner? With how reflective the road is, you can't see shit. The color of the curbing doesn't make things easier. Okay, with fuel level low. So we have like a lap to go after this.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Let's return to pits. I'm fourth right now.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Okay, fine. I'm 1.8 seconds off Bolvik, but it's like but it's like it is the same top 4 that it was in Paul Riccard. Here's Barker's behind me by like a 10th. I mean that was probably way down before that lap. The previous lap, and there's way more time to be found than that. Let's go out again on a fresh set. You need to actually exit that corner with a tight line, which is just counterintuitive. Because you would expect to be exiting with a wide line to get up. Now, where do I brake? I'm still just really guessing completely with that corner. In R2 there's usually braking markers on that corner. And you can use the curbing, but the curbing is so hard to see actually. Where the curbing is. Where it starts and where it ends. So it's quite tricky to judge this all. Let's see what we can do on off. I have a time for 2 more attempts. Yeah, I had a major blunder. Cost me time. Oh, again, missed my braking massively.
Your lap time is invalidated. Please try to stay on the track.
Yeah, the fucking brakes just completely seized on that one. I think that's an ABS failure more than anything. I was a bit late, but like the last time I broke also at that marker, so it's like... Sometimes I'm asking myself, what the fuck is the ABS system? Mistakes, errors in the ABS system like that can happen. Come on, get by. I have more enough time to get to start finish again, and you're anyway one of the quickest right now. But yeah, I need to improve by like a couple of tenths here for sure. Get a couple more positions. Yeah, I can get back into the top 3 with like half a second. I had to slightly lift there. And that's 2 tenths gone, most likely. Oh, no, 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 no. Deep into this one again. And deep into this one. And wibbly wobbly for this. So I have a shit exit. This lap is absolutely garbage again. I needed that half a second, and instead I lost it in the first sector. God damn it. ABS nearly bugged out again on me. Playing there with track limits. Staying flat. But not good enough, and time has expired, so this lap is it. We will... no. And it goes.
Being validated. Got some light damage on the front.
6th. That's where I end up being. Ah, that's disappointing. The car just didn't deliver. In the end, I just there's probably the time in there to get P4 easily, but it's just the car didn't want to get there. How many Ginettas are this time around? Hell's Corner's in a Ginetta. Everson's obviously in a Ginetta. Sachs is in a Ginetta. There's like 3 Ginettas now. Everywhere is like, yeah, why would you do Ginetta? It's like, it's popular clearly. There's still only one Alpine with me. Mereuta. Not in front of me. Rahr actually has the really good qualifying. He's usually someone fighting for the end of the top 10, and this time around is P4. It is a long race, however. We will be here running for some and calculating me like I've been burning like 2.5 liters a lap. Let's do. We have quite a bit of downtime now between this and the next race. The actual race. There's a bit of downtime there between those two parts. Yeah, camera still works, which is nice. So, right. I mean, honestly, I don't need to get my phone when I have my desktop up. Oh, you can see it, I can see it, that's good. So shove my Discord onto the second screen while we're at it. And then I want to... So, right, let's see, where does my calculator open? And it opened on the main screen. Great, awesome. Oh, where is it? Calculator, where the it's actually on the second screen, it just hit itself. Oh well, calculator. We're going to do 60 minutes. What's more actual lap times? That's the interesting question to ask. What did we actually lap in these conditions, right? Though the thing is, like, with the conditions that could change, like, how far was I actually? I was about 1.8 seconds of pole position. It's bad. It's kind of really bad. Should be close to 1, but it's wet, so it's like, it doesn't matter really. And there's a bunch of good drivers who are behind me. So that makes it better. Right, we honestly, there was more time in the first sector actually. Even. Yeah, right. There was. I made a mistake in there. It cost me like what 2-3 tenths. And with that, I would be like about as fast as our wear in the first sector, which about adds up probably because. Let's see, what was his fastest lap? His fastest lap was his last attempt, not the attempt when he was in front of me, which was probably his first lap. That was not much. So, right. We were lapping like 17, so like, the thing is that lap times could change, and but I can just like take a couple of liters in the pit stop. But I'm driving the race with a full tank, so I don't have to actually put fuel inside. I just need to drive down pit lane, get my stop for a second, and then go again. So I don't need waste any time for me. So right, yeah, let's calculate like with 17, honestly. 17 divided by 60. Yep. Add that to 2. That memories. Then 60 divided, not 69. I mean, that's nice, but like 60 divided by recall 26.2 laps it calculates. Or just take as usual we need 27 for sure, we need 1 lap extra, and then we need 1 lap extra for the formation lap, then we need 1 lap extra for the race leader, and then we technically want one. And this should be fine. So, and then it's set me talking like 2.6 liters per lap. And let's put 70. Now, what if I add another lap on top of this? It'd be 78. Let's take 78, right? I mean, I usually finish with like 10 liters of fuel left in the end. That's been like the tendency. Somewhere around there. Because I usually just overcalculate way too much. Problem is, I have a feeling that like the setup is behaving way worse on a full tank of fuel than an empty tank. So I'm like, putting this much fuel in might actually hurt the car really hard, and that's not gonna end particularly well. But yeah, we have a KTM in Siegen P6. That's decent. All right, what glass down here? Right, we have another 7 minutes remaining in the qualifying session, a bit less. Okay, let me just pushly get up again. I need to untangle my VR. Actually, I could. Nah, this could mess with my stuff when I plug in my controllers to charge. You don't risk shit like that because you never know what happens. Alright, but any lunatics is right next to me. No naked lights. That's what's written over there. Alright. I think my can I manipulate this while I'm on the box actually? That's not. I feel like nah, it's not working. There I can still drive briefly as long as I don't leave the pit lane. Most likely. As long as I don't roll away or start up my engine. I just want briefly. What settings do I have? Available, right? I mean, I have lights, wipers on stage 1, 2, 3, and off. So I was running them earlier on stage 2. The thing is, like, honestly, I mean, you don't want to run with 0, but like how the blurring is happening with this stuff, you could probably leave this in like any setting. And we're standing still for them. Yep. So turn back to the pits before I get noticed. Right. Okay. Fastnacht is down in P31. Yeah, we could briefly go through this qualifying. Bullwinkle again in P1, Ryan Ware in P2 in his Camaro again. Actually, I could switch between them. No, I can't because I'm... Switch it his way. Ryan Ware. Szymanski. Can't forget him. He was chasing me down. This time around, he is 3 positions in front of me. Which probably delights him that he doesn't have to deal with me. Ryan Soren Rahr. Yeah, he's making a good showing. But we might treat him like I was treating him at Spa in the practice race, which was one of my first races in ACC, when I like, yes, KTM Sector 2 Spa. I'm about like 1.5 seconds through that sector faster than anyone, than him. While over a lap I'm roughly drove like the same pace. Absolutely a practice while the car was trying to murder me. Mereuta in another Aston. Me, and then it's Barker in his Alpine. I mean, with McDonnell, like, where the engine is in this car. Oh. Yeah, I might. I mean, where the hell can it be here? McDonnell in his Merc again. Herzkorn in the Ginetta. Grunz in the BMW M4. Everson in his Ginetta. Surprisingly not the first of the Ginettas. Toko in the M4 again, but again further down the pack. Sachs in another Ginetta. Pfennings in a BMW again. Fuchs in another Porsche. Boone 6, who's standing right next to me. Yeah, hi my car. Is in... What position would that actually be? What Boonetix? GT4. Boonetix is P16. And we have Silly in another BMW, last BMW. Den Fastnacht and Grundhofer. About a minute left in qualifying. In terms of the timetables, the top 8 are within 2 seconds of the pole. And then it's down to P15 are within 3 seconds of pole. And down to P18 are within 4 seconds of pole. And Grundhofer is 4.1 seconds of pole position. That's mildly unfortunate for him. In free practice I was P12 with a 2 minute 21. But in qualifying I actually improved up to a 2:19.6. In terms of the GT3s, there's Ferrari, Porsche. He pinned. I could actually switch between it. We have a Ferrari, Porsche. Oh, pink Porsche. Bosley. Lambo. Another Ferrari. A McLaren. A Lambo, a a Merc. We have another McLaren, and the last is also a McLaren. About 2.7 seconds of pole position. There is, again, only 13 GT3s. Last time it was 12, so I guess baby steps, but like it's bad. It's quite bad, honestly. We have a maximum wait period right now, but there's only there's a couple of cars. This one is on a fast lap still. You have to be careful not to hit your head in this car. Oh, it might be invalid his lap. Or is it? I think a red dots are on a fast lap still. Or he's just on a bad lap. He's continuing on with it. I don't know. He is trying to improve out of his being the penultimate slowest person in GT3 field. But he's still going. Come on, we believe in you. You can do this. Improve yourself. Yeah, he didn't improve himself on the last run. Session has ended, so we now are in this painfully long in-between thing, and I forgot that we probably want to switch drivers? Which button to do it? Because I can't select anyone on the menu right now. So I have to wait for the session to finally end. So then I'm stuck at the end of the pit lane with, hey, hi Buckup, how are you doing? We'll let down again. He's probably editing this. I mean, he can't edit the setup really. Can I open? I mean, I can select return to garage. Okay, return to garage throws me back into my car. That's neat. It's neat to figure out. I could first drive despite that the session is over. That's weird. It's also a way to actually access the setup menu. So everybody has this.
Right, we have some wet conditions. Remember that curbs are slippery and watch your braking distance.
Where was this information like an hour ago? Thank you, Spotter. You're really, 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 really useful. Not. Spotters have a hard time with me. Well, in game time, are we actually starting this? Yeah, 4 PM. So we won't see much changes in that regards. Why am I yawning so much? God damn it. Do we have anything that could potentially improve on the setup? Probably not. The only thing I need to set up with my strategy is staying on wet tires. We don't add fuel, we just use, I don't know, keep all of these settings. We don't change anything, we're just briefly stopping in the pits and getting out again. The thing that will be very interesting is actually getting this timing when to come into the pits, because the issue is coming into the pits early would mean that you drop at the back of the field where there's potentially very slow car. Oh, there's one GT3 starting from the back of the grid. That's a not so great addition. He's part of the 13th, so he just got disconnected and reconnected, and ACC doesn't give you a position back apparently Like a fucking crappy game it is. Why am I so tired for some reason right now? 2 minutes remaining till we actually grid up. Isn't really much that I can do here. But yeah, I mean, he has actually, because there's no limitation, it doesn't show any limitation in terms of like the timing when we can come in right now. There might be a pit window, there might be not, but I mean, the thing is, we might need to actually get into pits at some point and repair the car if we take damage in one of the phases of the race, because, well, there's a lot of cars and it's wet, and people might die. Okay. Press drive. Let's like have buttons for everything, so turn headlights on, turn the windshield wiper on too, and turn the radar light on. Everything ready.
Going single file.
Honestly, getting the pressures into the tires will probably the easiest part, most likely, of this entire thing. Because we're nearly at 29 psi already. In terms of front tires. yeah, the issue that we will face is that people might, as that if you pit early, you will end up in the back of the grid having you fight yourself through people that might pit way later. While when you pit late, you avoid that, but you will get stuck in your current battle. So it brings quite an element of strategy into it, but we'll have to figure out just that we end up on with this stuff. We should soon go into 2x2.
Stay double file.
Yep, we're now going. Hertcon, you're supposed to be behind me. Hertcon, you're supposed to be, for fuck's sake, behind me. Not in front of me. Well, that's a mild bit of cheat. Yeah, I was just about to say, look, you clearly should be behind me if you were paying, for fuck's sake, any attention.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Got a bad acceleration. Free ride for this corner. It's net on that, set back that.
Clear on the right.
McDonnell is also out of the Szymanski is dropping back clearly. Where do we want to go?
Car on the left.
Ooh, come on, dude! Nearly ran me out of road. Mine's.
Left.
But that would probably cost me a position because that's the big murk up my inside.
On the left.
The murk nearly torpedoing.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh, this is not gone that well. Both of you are holding me. Oh, come on!
Clear on the right.
Come on,
Clear on the right.
you can't just stop in the middle of the fucking corner, dude. I'm sorry, but no.
On the right.
He just slams the fucking anchors for no reason. I think they will probably find a fucking argument to penalize me for this shit, but I'm like, what did I have even a chance of to avoid that one? Like, everybody's passing me and everything, and it's just like, hey, I will just brake in front of you. Just stop right there. Just stop mid-corner in front of you. I think net, yeah, net we didn't lose anything, but yeah, that's probably a fucking penalty. See if we can get McDonnell back for passing us relatively illegitimately.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on
But yeah, we could have pitted like immediately after the first lap if we wanted to. One misses the corner more than the other.
Well done, mate. That's not best.
The first fucking lap that you're counting for some reason. So yeah, it obviously will be. Let's see if I can catch down Rahr in front of me. See what we can do about him. Just an invalid lap time. It's acceptable. Why is he going all the way over there? On the straight. He did it last lap as well. I mean, this time it makes sense in terms of like breaking draft and stuff, but like last time around it didn't make, so I'm pretty sure he isn't trying to break the draft. I just nearly beat my qualifying time. Like a couple of tenths off my qualifying time. But we're slower than the cars in front, so... Not slower than Rahr, but like... I think in front of the Aston.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Egan being very careful with his pink Porsche here. That cost me quite a bit of time. That's not how you take this call. I mean, with how long this braking zone is, you can practically run off and get back onto the track, as he just demonstrated to us. He's taking this corner at such a weird entry angle. He's sacrificing so much speed by not swinging out wide to get a better to enter with a wider line and get a later apex. And I mean, he's doing it on most corners, like here. It's like I'm driving the close to the apex line for the entire corner instead of arcing.
Falling behind to the car in front in sector 2.
I'm keeping step with Szymanski in front, so we're not like dropping massively back.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
He's not gonna make it easy for me to get by him, that's for sure. And I don't have much time actually, because there's a beamer closing up behind us even. Oh, that was missed my own apex there. Actually, the beam will drop back, so that's good. Man, like some of the gaps are massive already. Oh god. Forgot draft as a thing and forgot that. Yeah, in the wet, obviously my car doesn't stop at all anymore. Pick your line. Oh, he's gonna be fun to pull. That's probably true. No, it's just that lap. He's clearly getting in my way, but like he's just can't. It's like, where the hell am I supposed to dispatch this guy? It's like, I'm not faster than him in a straight. I'm only faster in corners. I brake always too early for this fucking corner. I hate this. At least I didn't fly off the circuit this time around. When you mess up the corner and come out faster than you usually do, it's like, okay, this shouldn't work, but okay. It's a mess up from him.
Car on the left.
But I had to lift very hard to just get the line right
On
to
the left.
get up the inside of him. But that's the opening I needed. So let's see what we can do next. So he is still a bit close, but he should be dropping back sooner rather than later. I think I'm not braking aggressive enough. Honest to God.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Butcher this corner. Actually, I got a better exit then. Too much extra turf. And we're not gaining on Szymanski, that's not good. Some of these guys, they might actually be coming into the pit lane for more than just driving through it effectively.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest now.
And now he's dropping back. Okay, it's a bit deep again. Where are we running actually? In P4 in GT4, yep. Put a 19 flat in.
Losing to the car ahead in sector
19.1 for me. We know it can go faster than this. We're not losing massively right now. It's not the line you want to take. I've been eating too much curbing and that was like the revenge I get for that. I've been using the curbs viciously and it said nope, Spinella, and me just like nope.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
And I have nowhere near sector 2. I'm sector 3. I'm not able to really pick up the pace. Come on. I should be able to just close this guy down. Come on. I feel like I'm going to miss the corner every single time and then it still pulls up straight.
There's a car exiting pit lane.
So GT3? No, it's actually Barker. And he must have had like a terrible start. He wasn't far behind me. Or did he electro start the pit lane. Because I didn't see him during the formation lap either. Come on. It's so largely boring race right now because I'm not closing anyone down, I'm not getting closed down by anyone, I just have to log a lap. Well, at least it's like 25 minutes already gone off the timer. I'm just like, that's at least something. Come on. Swing out, Merc. Come on. Get by. Oh, come on. Oh, I can't. From too much curbing ate itself. Seems like the track is getting worse and worse condition-wise, but for me, but not for the cars in front of me. Like, it's fucking awesome. Yes, Zemansky's just pulling away completely. Well, I'm not able to improve on my lap times at all. My sector 1 is falling more and more apart. The car's getting slower and slower and slower and slower. No. Oh, the race leader is coming by soon. Yeah, the condition is definitely worsening because the car just doesn't run as quick anymore. My gains in T1 have diminished. Why do I need to put fresh tires on? Yeah, I've run the profile of the car. But it's just the track. I don't know. The car clearly isn't performing as well. But like Cebulski just has no issues with the Porsche. The car's behind on closing in height, as it's like. I think the race leader just got taken out. Something. Oh! I had so many scares recently.
We are halfway through, not over yet.
Sadly. Honestly, I kind of want this to be over already. Because I don't know what the hell is going on, but the car's not getting better to drive. It's getting right now way worse, progressively. GT3s are not catching particularly quickly up to us. Yeah, Szymanski's not 10 seconds ahead of me.
Yellow flag is sector 2. Faster car behind you.
Curbing wants to eat me.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Faster car is approaching. Watch out.
Come back.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Actually, following him has helped me stabilize my lap times somewhat.
Well done, mate. That's not fastest lap.
We've just started lap 15. So lap-wise I should have enough fuel. The question is how much I'm consuming per lap.
Slow car ahead.
That's what I learned. I feel like I'm getting stuck behind him. I might need to pit. I hope this that. I have like 1.3 seconds worth of repairs. No suspension damage, it's only error. So let's just turn everything off.
Faster car approaching. Watch out.
I mean, honestly, like 1.3 seconds I could waste on this shit. Oh, no, no.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Faster car is approaching. Watch out. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Please don't cut past before this king. It's bad enough with the drive with when you're GT3 and a prototype. It totally works in this situation, but like,
Clear on the left.
so what else we to do is the wet. I mean, YouTube compression probably has a fun with this video because it looks absolutely awful most likely.
Faster cars approaching.
Honestly, I should probably pit at this point just to get the fucking lap to go away around me. With all the GT3s barreling down on me.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Faster car approaching. Watch out. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
God, that's a bit of a mishap.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. The faster car is approaching. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
How many more GT3s are barreling down right now?
Car on the left.
Ooh, sorry.
Clear on the left.
There isn't really a point to just continue circling like this. Didn't practice the pit entry, that's... So I need to...
Mandatory stop is not clear. Come on, go, go.
Perfect, but like... hopefully not too bad.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Who's that off onto a wall? I think that's GT3. No, it's McDowell in his Merc. Actually dug into that wall most likely. Let's collect myself. Zemanski's 15 seconds now ahead of me. Seems to me I'm still fourth. In classes everyone else has pitted as well on that occasion. Oh, come on, for fuck's sakes. McDonnell still behind me. Like 3-4 seconds. Or 2-3 seconds. That's weird. As far as I can see, we're still holding P4. I think probably the most uneventful P4 ever. While I'm getting spammed on Discord. But the next car behind right now is actually still... That guy still needs to pit, so... Next 2 cars behind, like P5 and P6, still have a mandatory pit stop. Oh, God damn it, who's spamming, for fuck's sakes? Actually, only P5 now. P6 is now Rahr, who will go back up to P5 once that guy's cleared. But Rahr is actually 17 seconds behind, so it's like I'm in the middle of bumfucking nowhere right now and just have to drive the car for like the next 14 minutes around the track. Really, there's nothing much going to happen here. After like a bunch of eventful races, the wet weather race was like the most boring one. Well, I did overtake someone, and I ran someone over, which would probably grant me a penalty for the next round. I was like, great, I don't even know what the next round is actually. Having a time penalty in this race is actually pretty neat because you literally can easily draw out like 15-second gaps. So like having like a 5, 10, 15-second penalty is like, yeah, whatever. You don't lose anything basically. In a normal race, like a fucking 10-second penalty is like, well, that's you from P3 to P15 or something. It's like how hard they can rob you, but like in these races,
Behind the car in front in sector 2.
I don't. He has now a 17-second gap, but he's engaged in battle with actually Rahr. So let's see how this goes. Well, there's actually a GT3 coming somewhat up to lap us P12. It's actually not too bad if it's just P12. I'm like a second right now off the pace of my previous stint, which isn't good. So my data is not on 2:18.7s, but instead of 2:19.5. So I can push a bit more. No, I can catch anyone, I'm just like... What would you travel slow if you can travel faster? Even though this is time limited, so I'm like... finishing whenever the time is up rather than anything else. 20 liters in the tank, we have less than 10 minutes to go. I have more than enough here. In part because I calculated too many laps. Again. McDonnell doesn't forget he needs to actually pit. He's right now. I don't understand why he just doesn't come in and just probably just says, well, fuck it. I pit now, get it done, and just run to the end. Because everybody at the back of the field has already pitted, so it's like, why would you not just pit, and because you will come out in neutral running position. You can defend yourself in case somebody is faster behind you. Because if you don't pit, you just get a penalty.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 3. Faster car coming up behind, watch out. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
18 seconds to Rahr.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Yellow flag, be careful. Faster car is approaching.
I don't have anything really to say, I just feel very empty right now.
Clear on the left.
Turn, bitch. Is this finally over at some point? It's just waiting on me at this point. I mean, I've done a lot of just finishing races and stuff. It's just there's nothing really exciting right now going on. Terrain doesn't make the scenery look pretty. It just makes it like very depressing looking, the heavy clouds and everything. And I'm just aggressively logging down laps one after another. Yeah, let's play with that around. Oh, we have a fuel used meter on this dash instead of the fuel remaining on the other one. This one is this practice session. I think the middle one is for race, and the first one is always for qualifying. It says the label qualifying underneath it. It says race label. I don't know why you would specifically use this for a race, and the qualifying one has the fuel remaining. Which might be a bit more bought for a race instead of the fuel used, especially because the fuel remaining resets every time you pit, and the fuel used resets every time you pit. Yeah, there's pressures for the car. You don't have the helpful delta in practice. Oh well, we actually have the race leader bearing down on us.
Falling behind the car in front in sector 2.
It is time for with the race.
Leaders on final lap.
Precisely, because he's like, what, a couple of seconds behind me right now? Like 6 seconds behind, so he probably will catch me before the end of the lap. Especially because he was about 10 seconds last lap around faster than me. Which ends this entire fast finally. Guys, what did you have to do in a lap up? So I wouldn't be able to finish on the same lap as them, but like, yeah, he's like 4.5 seconds behind. Oh, that's the 197 car. Hey, the 197 car, hooray. 197 closing down at 198. Ironic. I can see him now in the mirror. He's actually going for this one.
Clear on the left.
On the final lap, dude, I would just like... As the race leader, I would never do that on the final lap. I'm just like, bro, you could finish even in front of me for like... As a race leader, you don't take any risks because there's nothing to lose. I mean, P2 probably won't overtake me even before we reach the line. Yep, he's still like 1.5 seconds behind.
Leader has finished the race. Right lane, race 2. Good job. You did the best you could. Take it easy, lead lap.
8.3 liters remaining. So I burned about 70 liters in the entire distance. Yeah, that was... There wasn't much going on in this one. I did not want to do that. But hey, let's get the car back in. Yeah, another P4 finish. That's actually, it's really good.
Clear on the right.
No questions around it. This is a really good finish though. It's just a bit disappointing, and the next race is probably gonna be pretty shit because of that incident on lap 1. Where I just had nothing I could do in that one. He just stopped in front of me. Yeah, P4 is good. Rahr still getting home in P. I feel like, yeah, P5 is like also really good performance from him. Iversen, he made a comeback drive here. He got P6 actually. That's super impressive, honestly. So if the gaps are to be believed in the stash there, then there was a tight fight actually behind me. But like I had a 22-second gap to Rahr. And then Iversen should be like 1.7 behind that. And then Mereuta another 5 seconds behind that. Yes, we know what's happening. I didn't even end where I actually stayed in front of Szymanski. He wasn't able to clear him. Let's return to the wet box. So, right, let's see, can the replay load this far back? Replay. Nah, the replay obviously doesn't go that far back because it never does. It goes back to lap 15 for crying out loud. Why is the replay so goddamn useless always? It's 43 minutes into this race. It's like, it's last 15 minutes on the replay. It's like, fuck off, you're useless. Every single goddamn time, you're completely and utterly useless. Sorry. Because I wanted to perhaps check on the incident, but like I can't. I can only say what I've felt, and that was probably shit. But so I would say we're not staying here particularly long. So GT4. Yeah, 22 seconds, and then Everson like only 1.7 seconds behind. He made a really good drive. Mereuta back in P7, so lap 1 didn't hurt him too much. He probably dropped a couple of position there. But he was able to get back up there, and he only lost... Because I think he was out-qualified... Yeah, he was out-qualified by Rahr, so he was P... Who was where again? Yeah, I started P6, Rahr was P4, and Mereuta was P5. So he lost 2 positions, Rahr lost 1 position. But he was beaten by a person, so it's like... you gotta do anything instant go. McDowell back in P9, so he was running in P5 before he pitted and dropped then back to P5. Barker finished P15. He must have had like a horrific race. In lap times aren't telling much because it's like first lap is like a 4:03. So that isn't telling me much because lap timing's usually fucked. Sector 2 seems a bit longer, but 4 seconds isn't much. It's just the first lap is always like lap timing is completely fuck. Yep. Okay. Headcon actually didn't serve probably his pit stop, and he got like clocked 130-second penalty. I think that's from not serving the pit stop. Vowels didn't finish. Phoenix didn't finish. V Brown didn't finish. City and Fastnacht didn't finish. There's a bunch of like DNFs. Not that many actually. We had a 33 car grid and 28 finished, so that's still like pretty decent statistic. Fastnacht I think didn't even complete a lap here, so that's like what the hell happened to him. Andrews won his Ferrari in front of a Bentley Ferrari. That Bentley made a good drive then. He gained quite a few positions. GT4 has remained mainly the same. Just Janetta suddenly upped the order again. Because Everson was like the second fastest Janetta, like in P... I don't know. He was like P13 or something in qualifying. Yeah, it wasn't great for me. So, right. Session is over, we could get out of this monsoon. Right. Let's get out of the back exit. So. Hello? What the hell is going on? Why are you frozen? Okay, the game crashed upon pressing the exit button. Well, that's a deal. The game crashed when they were pressing the exit button, and like obviously the fucking Steam VR is bugged. But like, hey, we're not minding that part, because we can just let me. Yep, it's showing right desktop. So, right, can I just briefly grab the race start here? Actually, it's probably better if I open it on the actual stream instead of so right. Nope, we don't need an echo. Let me find that. This is pre-race. This formation. So the end of. Yeah, this is roughly where it needs to go. Okay. Shaft is roughly here. This should put it so I can grab it over. Yeah, but already maximized this one. So, Right, let's just briefly rewatch this. Because I don't know any other voice to view the replay because I don't save my replays. So Vowels goes... Oh, he's GT3. I thought it was a GT4 at the time. That's why it's like dive out of nowhere worked. That's why I didn't lose actually position. Right, okay. We're coming through here. But unwieldy. The Merc is making a move on the inside. I get a really good run out of the corner, but this... It's just nowhere to go. It's like, what the hell am I supposed to do when he suddenly stops middle of the corner? Like, there's a reasonable distance that I'm holding before he starts just... You see here, it's like... He just slams on the anchor at that point. And like, what am I... The only thing that you can point at is like, yeah, I'm not slamming onto the anchors myself. I didn't react to that in time. I did break like once. It's a bit pathetic, honestly, if I look at this. Right. Also, I can turn the speed down. Lyric speak. Half. Okay, yeah, I punched the brake once to get my rotation. But not really fully to slow down to avoid a contact there. Did he save it actually? Problem is I don't see the mirror at this point anymore. When I look back in the direction of the mirror, you can't see the Aston. I think he might be back there. Yeah, I think that is probably the Aston actually. So he actually survived it, and it's... I hope I can get away with like 5 seconds or something, or not like something too heavy with this, because I didn't wreck him straight up. Because it seems to me that is him. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the Aston. There weren't that many Astons. I think that's he lost like 1, 2, 3 positions, I think, at least. Through this. Was there another car there? No, there's not another car. So he lost like 3 positions with me passing him. No, he actually lost a 4th. Because McDowell wasn't past him before I hit him. So that's actually 4 positions lost. He lost 4 positions at the start. It's really unfortunate, but it's just... I think I can perhaps get away halfway with this, because he didn't crash completely and burn. But yeah, that's, I think, all has to be said about that. Really. Right. Okay. Why is my Discord again on my main screen? Didn't I move you all the way over there? I hope there wasn't anything on there. There's just a picture of me. Good. It's harmless. Luckily, it decided that it was this chat that was open. Good. Okay, I will end the stream now in here. While I'm literally in my Steam VR stuck inside of a floor. It's a bit funny. I might display it in a second. Let me was it display VR view? It just gets a bit wonky because it's... Give me a second to capture it. I think this one... Yeah, this one does it. So yeah, this is... Slightly... This is... Yeah, I'm slightly stuck in my floor here, apparently. That happens when a game sometimes crashes. Probably fixes itself once I start something. But yeah, this is how it looks right now. It's a bit weird. Whatever, I digress.